Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah. I'm a family nurse practitioner, and I've been conducting DOT physicals for the past 4 years. In today's video, I'm breaking down everything you need to know about becoming a DOT certified medical examiner. Okay, so first, what is a DOT medical examiner? It's a licensed medical provider who performs DOT physical exams. So we determine if a commercial driver is medically fit and safe to be on the roads operating commercial vehicles. To be eligible to become a DOT medical examiner, you have to be a licensed nurse practitioner, PA, MD, DO, or chiropractor. So the first step in the process is to complete a DOT specific training course. It has to be accredited and it has to cover the FMCSA regulations. So when I was searching for a training course, there were so many options online and there was no clear-cut guidance as far as who I should choose for my training program. So one thing to keep in mind is the training program needs to be accredited. So I personally went through a company called Oakstone and it was $399 to complete the training course. But there are many options online and the typical price range is between $200 to $500. You just have to make sure that they are accredited. So at the end of your training course, you'll be provided with a certificate of completion, which you're going to need for the next step. After you complete your training course and have your certificate, next you need to create an account on the NRCME website, the National Registry of Certified Medical Examiners. So on this site, you'll upload your training completion certificate, and shortly after you're complete with your registration, you'll receive a welcome email with your national registry number, and this number is very important. And it's also required to register for your exam. So once you have your national registry number, you're clear to schedule your exam. And there are two companies that conduct the exam, and that is Prometric and PSI. Each of these companies have multiple testing centers, so you'll be able to choose which testing center is most convenient for you, and then you're all set. The cost of the exam is $80. And if you haven't already, make sure you check with your employer to see if you'll be reimbursed for both the training course and the exam. In my case, my employer did reimburse me for the training course, and they told me that they would reimburse me when and if I passed my exam, which I did. So I was able to recoup all of the money that I spent out of pocket. So the exam tests your knowledge of the current guidelines and different clinical decision making within the DOT standards. I know everybody's testing experience is different, of course. Some people experience testing anxiety and other factors. But for me personally, I'd say that the test was pretty straightforward and not difficult at all. So the test is 2 hours, it's pass or fail, and you're going to need a 71% to pass. And seeing that we are all providers and have passed much more difficult exams to become licensed, chances are you will do quite well in this exam and pass with no issues. So once you pass your exam, the FMCSA will send your official certificate indicating that you're a certified medical examiner on the National Registry. Your National Registry number is the number that's very important and you're definitely going to want to keep track of because this is the number that you're going to be inputting onto all of the certificates that you sign in the future. You'll need to maintain your DOT certification by completing a refresher course every 5 years and then a recertification exam every 10 years, which is pretty nice because it's not too often that you'll have to go through the hassle of retesting. Every 10 years is pretty spaced out, which is nice. So as someone who's been conducting these DOT physicals for the past 4 years, I'd say some of the conditions that can complicate the physicals are diabetes, obstructive sleep apnea, cardiac conditions, and medications. Sometimes it can be a little tricky conducting these physicals because you really do have to adhere to the guidelines. And that means that you're going to be having some tough conversations with some people. People are going to ask you to be flexible when honestly you just can't be. Some patients are going to disagree with the outcomes of the exam. In many instances, you're not going to be able to certify someone for that full 2 years. And this is people's livelihood, so it can be a pretty sensitive topic. So you do have to be prepared for those uncomfortable conversations and sometimes a bit of confrontation, unfortunately. The pros to conducting DOT physicals are they're generally pretty straightforward exams and some of the less complicated visits in whatever office that you practice out of. So, I'm going to give you guys some tips on being successful as a DOT medical examiner. I would say definitely have a reference. Personally, I created myself a cheat sheet when I was studying through Oakstone, and I use that cheat sheet as I'm performing DOT physicals. And I wrote down all of the most important guidelines and things that I encounter that may determine whether or not I'm going to certify a driver. This is a really great resource that I found on Amazon. The book is a little pricey, but definitely worth the cost because it's very clear cut and black and white, so you can quickly reference important information about your exams. Another tip is avoid feeling pressured into unsafe certifications because this could not only affect your license, but it can affect everybody's safety on the roads. Accidents involving semis are almost always devastating, and you don't want to be that medical examiner who certifies somebody that you shouldn't have. Being a DOT certified medical examiner has been very beneficial for me over the years, and I'm so glad that I decided to pursue this. So, it's actually the reason why I was even hired for my current occupational health nurse practitioner position. When I went in for my interview, one of the first things that they said to me was, one of the first things that stuck out to us on your resume was the fact that you were DOT certified. And I thought, wow, this really came in handy. And I got hired. So if it's something that you're on the fence about, or if your employer is covering the cost for you, I say just go ahead and do it. It's something that you can add to your toolbox, and it can really come in handy for you in the future. Let me know if you want more content about DOT exams. I am very well versed in all things DOT. I'm going to leave some helpful links below in the description that'll help you along your journey. Leave a comment below if you have any questions, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.